Welcome to SMR Bitesize. Monday's news story is coming right up. But before that, if you like what we're doing, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and of course, subscribe to the channel. We were so tantalizingly close, weren't we, guys? Just another 50 or so years to go and we'd have been there. The land of milk and honey, the sunlit uplands, all just within our reach, over the horizon. But wait, what's this? The matter has been settled. The foghorn of ignorance, aka nicotine-stained man-frog, well, he's finally come clean. Don't believe me?
Brexit has failed.
For you then?
Yep, it's finally official. Cancel the street party you were planning in Gammanopolis. Brexit has failed. But hey, what happened, Nigel? Do you know what? I think his mind was finally frazzled by this concise and rather accurate list Victoria Derbyshire hit him with just before he made that, well, presumably conclusive confession.
This is a general Brexit question. 53% of people say it was wrong to Brexit. That was a poll last month. Around 1 in 5 Leave voters regret it. The OBR forecasts a 4% hit to the economy over the medium to long term.
Don't make me laugh on that.
Hang on, that's 40 billion in tax revenues.
Comical.
The UK economy is the only G7 economy not back to its pre-pandemic size. Business investment has lagged behind comparable economies. Economically, the UK would have been better staying in, wouldn't it?
But why does any of this matter? I mean, after all, it's only Nigel Farage. Not exactly someone with a track record for, well, accuracy, success in politics, or even honesty. Well, I'll tell you why it matters. It matters because he was probably the chief yes, the SMR Fisher-Price line. Caller 1, what's your name and where are you calling from? Yes, I can put you on speaker. Hold on. It's Anne Widdicombe. I think she wants to correct the record. Anne, you're live on SMR Bitesize. What do you want to say?
No. Brexit itself isn't to blame for anything. It's what people have done with Brexit. Now, the net result will be...
Oh, bless you. Thanks for calling in with that clarification, Anne. Can I just check? You are still...
bonkers.
Yep, thought so. Oh, she's off. She's gone. Anyway, where was I before we were so rudely interrupted? Of course, this matters because Nigel Farage was probably the chief architect, and I use that word in its loosest possible sense, because of course when you think of architect, you think of, well, yeah, and that too. Oh God, definitely that. Not so much. But let's face it, if Brexit actually had an architect, an intelligent designer, then yeah, that's probably a little more like it. Well, needless to say, reaction to Farage's long overdue admission was swift and decisively brutal.
This is the guy that sold it to us.
But hey, they're just opinions, right? You want facts. Well, we've got them for you. First up, take a look at this. I'm sure you're familiar with it, especially if you follow the mainstream media, rather the right-wing controlled mainstream media. This highly questionable chart was proudly displayed on the website Conservative Post. Well, I'm sure you already guessed the Tories had something to do with it. I mean, just look at the Union Jacks splash liberally all over it. Still, the numbers can't lie, can they? And look, it's from the OECD. Although it does add see report for details, and that report might shed a little bit of light on why it appeared that we were doing rather well in 2022. Outperforming all of those pesky EU countries, I see. Well, no, because despite these figures still being bandied about everywhere the Tories can get in front of a camera, I'm afraid they're just a teeny weeny bit misleading. Why? Well, mainly because our economy was so badly damaged by the Tories' handling of the pandemic and, of course, Brexit, that it shrank a lot further than most others. All of which meant we in the UK had the biggest mountain to climb to reach pre-pandemic levels of growth. Ergo, a little bit of gain can easily be interpreted or misinterpreted as us outperforming comparable countries. The reality is somewhat different, as this chart from the International Monetary Fund makes very clear. Pay particular attention to this country, Russia. That's right, an international pariah, sanctioned by pretty much the entire globe, forecast to do much better than the UK this year and next. So, do you know what, Nigel? We here at SMR think you're spot on. Brexit has failed. Big time. And for once, The facts support you all the way. If you enjoyed this video, visit 16millionrising.co.uk, where you can listen to this week's full radio show for free, support us with a donation, buy us a coffee, or subscribe as an early riser. Back tomorrow.
March!